In this video, we're going to show you what 10 icons would look like if they hadn't died young. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. First one, Kurt Cobain, the lead singer of the famous music group Nirvana, could not get out of his depression due to a traumatic childhood. Unfortunately, the famous singer died by suicide in 1994. Number 2, Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury is one of the most famous singers of his time. The famous singer announced in 1991 that he was diagnosed with AIDS. He died a day later after this announcement. Before Mercury died, he still continued to record with his music band Queen. These recordings of Freddie Mercury were used in the last album of the band, and it was released in 1995 under the name, Made in Heaven. Number 3, Selena Quintanilla. Selena Quintanilla Perez was a Mexican-American singer, songwriter, and actress who was born on April 16, 1971, in Lake Jackson, Texas. She began her music career at a young age and became a popular singer in the Latin music scene in the 1980s and 1990s. In the early 1990s, Selena gained widespread fame and was dubbed the Queen of Tejano music. She released several successful albums and won numerous awards for her music. In addition to her music career, Selena also acted in films and television shows and owned 2 clothing boutiques. Tragically, Selena was shot and killed on March 31, 1995, at the age of 23. The shooting was perpetrated by Yolanda Saldivar, the former president of Selena's fan club and the manager of her boutiques. Saldivar was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison. Number 4, Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger was an Australian actor who was born on April 4, 1979, in Perth, Western Australia. He began his acting career in the mid-1990s and gained widespread recognition for his roles in films such as 10 Things I Hate About You, The Patriot, and A Knight's Tale. On January 22, 2008, Ledger was found unconscious in his New York City apartment and was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause of death was later determined to be acute intoxication from the combined effects of prescription medications. Ledger's death was a tragic loss for the film industry and his many fans. Number 5, Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse was an English singer and songwriter who was born on September 14, 1983, in Southgate, London. She rose to fame in the early 2000s with her soulful, jazz-influenced voice and emotive songwriting style. Unfortunately, Winehouse struggled with substance abuse and addiction throughout her career, and her personal life and health were often the subject of media attention. Despite attempts at rehabilitation, Winehouse was unable to overcome her addiction, and on July 23, 2011, she was found dead in her London apartment. The cause of death was later determined to be alcohol poisoning. Winehouse's untimely death at the age of 27 was a tragic loss for the music industry and her many fans. Number 6, Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was a Chinese-American actor, martial artist, and filmmaker who was born on November 27, 1940, in San Francisco, California. He is widely considered one of the most influential figures in the history of martial arts and a pioneer of the modern martial arts film genre. Lee died on July 20, 1973, at the age of 32. The cause of death was a cerebral edema, or swelling of the brain, caused by a reaction to a prescription painkiller that he had taken for a headache. Lee's death was a tragic loss for the film industry and his many fans. Number 7, Tupac Shakur. Tupac Shakur was an American rapper and actor who was born on June 16, 1971, in East Harlem, New York City. He was one of the most influential and controversial figures in the history of hip-hop and is considered a cultural icon. Shakur began his music career in the late 1980s and released his debut album, Tupacalypse Now, in 1991. He went on to release several successful albums and became one of the most popular and influential rappers of the 1990s. He was shot and killed on September 7, 1996, in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the age of 25. The shooting remains unsolved and has been the subject of much speculation and conspiracy theories. Number 8, Princess Diana. Princess Diana was the wife of Prince Charles, the heir to the British throne, and the mother of Prince William and Prince Harry. She was born on July 1, 1961, in Sandringham, England, and was one of the most popular and influential members of the British royal family. Diana was known for her charitable work, particularly her efforts to raise awareness about the HIV and AIDS pandemic and her support for organizations that help children and the disadvantaged. On August 31, 1997, Diana was killed in a car crash in Paris, France, along with her companion, Dottie Fade, and the driver of the car, Henri Paul. The crash occurred when the car, which was being chased by paparazzi, crashed into a pillar in a tunnel. Diana was 36 years old at the time of her death. Number 9, River Phoenix. River Phoenix was an American actor who was born on August 23, 1970, in Madras, Oregon. He began his acting career at a young age and quickly gained widespread recognition for his roles in films such as Stand By Me, Running on Empty and My Own Private Idaho. On October 31, 1993, Phoenix collapsed outside of the Viper Room, a nightclub in West Hollywood, and was later pronounced dead at a nearby hospital. The cause of death was later determined to be an overdose of drugs, including cocaine and morphine. Number 10. Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix was an American musician and guitarist who was born on November 27, 1942, in Seattle, Washington. He is widely considered one of the greatest guitarists in the history of rock music and has had a profound influence on the development of the genre. On September 18, 1970, Hendrix was found unconscious at the Samarkand Hotel in London, England, and was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital. The cause of death was later determined to be asphyxiation due to inhalation of vomit after taking an overdose of barbiturates.